Hi, I'm about to start filling this box with soil. This is an air prune box. You can see the mesh on the ground. Not the best mesh, but it's all I had. Hopefully in the future I can build some proper boxes made of actual wood and sturdier mesh. But this is what I'm doing at the moment with what I have, repurposed materials. I'm not sure how this box is going to last, but we'll see. I put it on stones to have it raised from the ground, so there's air circulation in there. And yeah, now I have to fill it with soil. I don't think I'm gonna fill it all the way to the top because it's a lot of soil that I would require in that case. So maybe halfway through or slightly higher up. I need at least 10 inches of soil to have in the box. Maybe 12 would be best. Hoping to put the remaining hazelnuts that I have and some strawberries, because I think this box is plenty big to fit some hazelnuts as well. I think I have about 1,200 hazelnuts left. I've already planted about 1,330 in a repurposed bathtub, some really useful boxes, one there and one on the left behind the shed, and some at the front in direct soil on the ground. Yeah, well, as you can see, it's like we put leaves on the bottom to offer some support to the wire, because with all that amount of soil it's gonna go down, and hopefully it won't break if it has these supports in the middle and on the sides. I mean, not the sides, but you know what I mean. As I said, I'm not sure how long it's going to last, but yeah, we have 4 squares each, so 8 in total. It should fit plenty of hazelnuts if this box can hold it, at least for this season until spring. Hopefully it's made of some sort of hard cardboard doors we had inside. We removed them because it wasn't the best design for storage. So yeah. And if you don't know the concept of air prune boxes, it's supposed to have a wire mesh on the bottom, so when the roots of the trees reach the bottom, they find air, and instead of going down, because they don't have any soil to go down into, they will branch out, the roots will branch out horizontally and form a much better root system, stronger, rather than having one tap root. I'll show you in future clips and pictures what I actually mean by that. If you have trouble visualizing it, or you haven't seen pictures or videos already, I think it's a clever design, and yeah, can be used in this area. Like, I wouldn't normally be able to plant much there because there's some stuff underground, like that comes from the bathroom to the collection system there. I forgot how it's called. So yeah, I couldn't plant big trees here, they're too close to the house. Maybe just mushrooms, like putting wood chips down and growing mushrooms, but for this season this is what I'm doing. The kitchen garden there, I need to plant onions there as well, onions, and on the other side I'll be putting potatoes. I've prepared the ground. It's a beautiful day in southwest Scotland, so I need to start doing this and stop recording. Okay, thank you for watching. One thing to mention, I covered the bottom of the air prune bed with wood chips. They're slightly older wood chips. I took it from where I planted wine caps. because from an area which seemed a bit like it was attacked by other types of mushrooms, which are, I don't think, are edible. So yeah, I contaminated that part of the bed, so I removed those wood chips and I put them here, because if I had put the soil straight on, it would have gone right through the mesh and landed on the ground. So hopefully this will hold the soil for a bit. It's not a very thick layer. I wish I had more wood chips to put, but I don't want to take too much from the wine cap bed. So now I'm gonna go and get lots of buckets with soil. I must have put at least around 7 or 8 of these smaller buckets. Previously I had a bigger bucket to fill those boxes, but that's full with seeds at the moment, hazelnuts, because I didn't have where to put them, because I used the box I stored the seeds in to plant the seeds. So I have to use the smaller one, which is fine because it's easier to carry than the other one that was much heavier. It was at least double, well, probably 3 times bigger than this, if not 4. So yeah, I'm gonna go and do that now. I'm at this stage at the moment. I filled with loose soil, just regular soil from the garden. Quite good to plant in, but it still has small stones. I selected the bigger ones as best as I could. Obviously there's still some left in, but they're smaller, so they shouldn't be such a big issue for the seeds. And on top there I have really loose soil that I sifted through a mesh like I did for the other boxes, and this will be the soil I'll put the seeds on top of, and then I'll cover with a layer of wood chips. Maybe if I can find some, I'll manage, hopefully manage. But I wanted to have did it like this. Obviously I need to cover all this area with that kind of soil to give the seeds the best chance to plant the roots in. So I've done the sifted soil there just to have an idea of how much soil I have to bring in, because if I would have put it all over, it's a bit more difficult, not massive difficulty, but it's a bit more difficult to see how much soil I've put. Obviously I can have a look outside of the box and kind of get an idea, but I thought it's best to do it this way for now. So I think I'll fill the box up to there, more or less, because that should almost have 6 inches, and there's about the same amount underneath, like underneath this. So I mean there should be about 10 inches in there, 12, and as I water it will go down a bit, but hopefully the roots will have plenty of room to grow in. I decided not to fill the box to the top for 2 main reasons. One is that I don't have that much soil. I mean, I could find some, I could find enough to fill the box, but the other reason is I am worried the box will get damaged because of the rain, and especially if it's full all the way to the top, it will push all the sides and break itself basically. So hopefully if it's just halfway through filled in, it will be okay, at least for this season, or maybe 2 seasons hopefully, but at least for this season, so I can grow a couple of hundreds of hazelnuts in here. So yeah, this is what I've been doing so far, and I'll carry on filling the box, sifting the soil, and then filling the box, planting the seeds. I need to water at some point, probably before putting the seeds on, just so the soil settles a bit more, and then I'll see exactly if I'm pleased with the amount of soil I'll have, or if I have to put a few more buckets on top. But I think that will have to do. Okay. Here I am sifting the soil through this metal mesh. Look at this beautiful day. You can see the hills in the distance. Beautiful day. I'm almost done filling the box with sifted soil. Well, not just sifted soil, but with soil. I still have to put in at least 4 buckets, probably more like 6 of sifted, and that will be the top layer. But yeah, just wanted to show you what a beautiful day it is. Blue sky, the robins and the other birds are singing. Lovely, perfect weather to do this. So I filled the box with soil. Just gonna pour some water on top to help the soil settle. Have a bit of a rest and decide if it's enough soil, which I think it is. Even if it goes down a bit, like 2 inches even, should be enough soil for the seeds to set roots and grow quite well. Hopefully, that's my hope. I could have made 2 boxes from these, but because the material is not very sturdy and I didn't have enough mesh, I have a few bits left around, but not enough for another box. I think I just decided to make this big box and see how it goes. An experiment for the future to teach me some lessons. Hopefully we'll have hundreds of hazelnut trees in the autumn. Also, another thing to mention, I've put some support in the middle, kind of, not really in the middle, because I couldn't push it all the way through. I forgot to do that at the beginning. I did that for the other boxes before filling them with soil, but I forgot to do that for these ones. But it should be okay, hopefully. And I've put some stones, so if the mesh, hopefully it will help the mesh lean on it rather than go all the way to the ground, and which could cause the trees to set seeds in this ground if the grass, especially if the grass grows during the season. But hopefully it will be okay, because if the trees go with the roots in the ground, it will be harder to remove them. I will be able to remove them, but it will be a bit trickier. But hopefully that one and the stones will help hold the mesh and the soil a bit more, offer some more support. I wish it was everywhere like it's here, but it is what it is. Okay, it's just a box filled with soil at the moment. I'm gonna get some water and then have a bit of a rest, maybe have another pair, and then I'll put the seeds. I think it's like 2 o'clock, so I should have plenty of time to do that today. I wish I had enough time to do the onions, but if not today, tomorrow. So yeah, if you want to grow lots of trees, you can try doing it this way, especially if you don't have a big garden. You can do it on a driveway. Have a look at Sean from Medible Acres and Akiva Silver from Twisted Tree Farm. I've learned how to do this from them. I've watched their videos, read Akiva's books. So yeah, it's pretty simple if you think about it, but maybe people don't even think about that they can do this. But yeah, helps to do it right, or reasonably right from the beginning. So I'm very thankful for their videos and their advice. I think it will provide me with a good start, and I'm sure other people feel exactly the same after watching their videos. So thank you. Okay, time for a break. Just pour the water to two of these watering cans, which I think each one has 10 liters or so. Gorgeous day. Can you imagine if this field was covered with fruit trees, nut trees, berry bushes, all sorts of edible crops, perennial ones. It looks beautiful like this, but it would be even more beautiful if it was covered with edible perennial plants, in my opinion. But look at the hills, they look gorgeous. The clouds hanging over. The bird song. So beautiful. Hi again. So I'm about halfway through filling the box with seeds, but I just wanted to show you something in case you don't know and maybe you're curious about. This is a hazelnut and the way the seed sprouts, it comes up from the top here. You can see this is one side in a way, and the other side. Usually this side is a bit more pointy, but this particular seed is a bit more roundish, so it's not as pointy. But there's plenty other ones which were really pointy. Basically, the seed sprouts from here, it set roots, and then it emerges up. So the way I'm putting the seed down, I'm putting it on its side this way. So when the seed emerges, it comes from here, sets roots down, and then the tree, or at least the part that we see on top of the soil, because the roots are part of the tree as well, but the part that we see goes up. So the roots go down and the other part goes up. Yeah, very quite fascinating, I find it anyway, that the seed that's inside a forest, a tree, forest in the making, because it will create other seeds and those will make other trees if planted. So yeah, I find this quite fascinating, that this thing holds so much within. It's magic, but it's real, So yeah, I think this box will fit a couple of hundreds. I think it will fit about 40 rows, and each row so far has 22 seeds. So hopefully it will fit at least 600, but probably more than 650 seeds. Hopefully. I wish it could fit 1,000 at least, because I still have plenty of seeds in this box. So I don't know, hopefully it'll be enough room in this box. I won't be putting any strawberries in here. I think I'll just put them directly in the wood chips that are already layered in the garden in some areas. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling at the moment. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to show you. This little thing will create, which is actually not little because it's quite a big sized nut, which is called actually a cob nut because it's a variety of hazelnuts that's cultivated. So it's a better seed in the sense that it's a big seed from a cultivated tree, because if you were to pick seeds like from the wild hazelnuts, they would be much smaller, but still delicious seeds, and which will make beautiful trees. It's just it will be a variety in the quality of the seeds. And the same with these ones, although they're seeds, hazelnuts from cultivated trees, because they are seeds, they will all these will create different trees with the different kinds of seeds, but obviously within the hazelnut family there will be hazelnuts, but each will be different. Like if you have a big family or small family, you have brothers and sisters, they are your relatives, they came from that family, but they're different, they have different personalities, and also they have similarities. You know what I mean. I am rambling. Anyway, I'm gonna carry on doing this, and hopefully we'll have lots of trees. I finished filling the box with seeds. As you can see, I have some here which have sprouted already, and I'm gonna be eating these. Some which are a bit smaller, so I left them on the side. Also, I'll be eating them because they are delicious. These are some of the wood chips that I cleaned from the box when I was taking the seeds out. There are still seeds in there, as you can see on the bottom. Not many, but still probably a couple of hundreds perhaps. But this is how the box looks like. I'm not sure how many seeds there are. I haven't counted the rows. You're welcome to go ahead and count how many rows there are. And I've put about 22 seeds on each row, as mentioned in the previous clip. I'm kind of trying to do it as soon as I can while filming as well, because hopefully this video will help other people to plant trees. But yeah, the sun is setting, so I've got to rush and cover these with wood chips. But yeah, look at this, it looks beautiful. I've just counted the rows. It's 39. Well, there's 40, but the last one, as you can see, I've only snuck in a few seeds. Somehow I didn't put them straight. Started straight there, but yeah, they ended up a bit crooked at the end here. Well, not necessarily crooked, but not straight either. So yeah, the last 40 row doesn't have 22 seeds. It only has like 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, maybe 4 or 5 seeds. So, but yeah, 39 rows which have 22 seeds, and the last one a few. So you do the math. I'm too tired to do that at the moment, and I need to rush. I finished covering the box, well, the seeds, with wood chips, but as you can see it's quite dark, so you can't see very well at the moment, but I'll make another video in the morning. This is how it looks at the moment. I think it's about 6 o'clock, past 6 already. I covered them with, I think, about 1.5 inches of wood chips, something like that. Put a few buckets and just spread them around. I'll water it in the morning to help settle it down, unless it decides to rain, but we have pretty clear skies at the moment, which will bring up the beautiful stars. Anyway, this is it.